What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Rixxalight channel. I apologise in advance if videos are not coming out on time. As far as I'm aware, they are, but I'm not sure about Thursday, considering at this moment in time the Digimon video has not been recorded for Thursday. I'm not doing it shorter, it should still be an hour long. Hopefully that came out on time. Anyway, I do apologise for yesterday's video as well, for being very long. Actually, I don't even know why it took that long just to die, but we've got another style like that today, and hopefully it kind of works in our favor. The game had to reset again, so I think I have to purchase weapons. I think, first of all, hold on, let me just catch up to what I have to do, considering why did it not save? I don't really know, but sure. We have another customized character, and the customized character, I like to talk about their backstory, what I have for their origin story in my head, for the OC story. It's not like most people cringe and say, oh, this is what they do, and blah, 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 blah. Like, they don't really have a full fleshed out backstory and shit, unlike me. I guess some people do, but sometimes they just say, like, this is my OC, and that's all they tell you about it. And that's about it, or it's like just a boring concept. Like, I have a lot more than just origin story, you know. I have like a whole fucking spiel. Anyway, I need to not go on a side rant over here right now and buy things. Like, for example, a Stormwave. There's a cable in front of my Blinky Blink and I can't tell if it's working or not. That's fantastic. Anyway, second Stormwave, good. Right, that's that done. Okay, that's a lot less money than what I thought I had before, but that's fine. We're going in. If you don't know from yesterday as well, I'm trying to gain someone back on our team that we did lose, and they're in the, well, last time I checked, they was in the red zone. I don't know if they're in the wild over there or part of the team, but we can work it from there. So, let's go. Today, I knew that was going to happen. Today we have, hold on, I've got cable not connected somewhere properly and it's really gonna bug me. We have a nunchuck usage, and I think that belongs to her. Yes, we do. Cool. And then we have Monday, which is Lydion. Stole your name for some one of my own guys. There we go. Sorry about this rambling already kicking off far too long. And we have Eugene, because that's pretty fucking cool. Also, some other things have happened since last time and this time. Someone actually scouted in the game on my behalf, and I am absolutely flabbergasted with who they brought along. Wait a minute. Hold up. Someone's not part of my team. Oh, there she is. Never mind. You might have seen the name stick out like a sore thumb. And then we have the demon. Then next week we have Trishula's, and we also have Eugene. So, the funny thing is, in the last game we played, in the last map, we didn't use all the blue characters. I did have some, and I did, obviously you saw me get, well, you didn't see me get, but we've seen Lydion on the team, we've seen Eugene, we've seen Wang Yi. After the last video, that we took a long time because I had to recuperate a lot of strength, one of my troops went out and actually brought in the remaining blue person that I needed, and I was gobsmacked, flabbergasted. It's okay, it's good. Right, stage 1, we've got the troops. Let's change this to defeat officers 3, defeat officers 4 times, capture 3 bases, and have 75%. Yeah. That's better. Yes, because I'm going to go a long way around. Don't worry about it. So we also need an item. Nope, not there. Officer info. Items. I have increased my attack. Do I've got anything else? Okay, no. So we've got the attack strength up. Good. Let's change this lady's weaponry for Stormwave. And the second Stormwave. Okay, cool. That's all ready. Let's hope for the win. Alright, hopefully 10 minutes from now we've beaten the battle. She's very tiny, but that's the plan. Right. Okay, we know what we need to do here. Want this bitch down there. Hopefully we'll work well with this team. Oh, in the last battle we lost to, I recaptured it with Lubu as well, and I saw one of his specialties, and oh my god, he was fast. It was insane. Oh, we're still not strong enough, huh? Okay. We're gonna struggle a bit on this. I need more strength then, huh? Okay. Even though this is a level 5 weapon, I might need to move to level 6. Holy crap, she's good though. So we did all that. We've got that other map closed down. So that's what's going to happen if we lose every battle. Darkway, why is your head green? Why am I dead already? Fuck. This is where struggles kick in. This is what I was afraid of, in all honesty, because it might be another loss off the rip, and we don't kind of need those. They're all doing what they needed to do, but I think I might have to fall back and go for the defense strat, maybe. Because I know the customized characters are going to be lacking in strength for some reason. It's like, have you ever played the old wrestling games? Like, your customized characters seem to do struggle a lot when you're not playing as them. And I feel like this follows the same premise. But kind of actually the other way around, though, because they do... Where the fuck did that come from? You bitch. Anyway, we dealt with Dalquay. That's good. Okay, sweet. Now, shall we start explaining for this little lady called Rixxora? So, let's continue from yesterday, where we explained a little bit about Rixxalight and Rixxalight having 3 kids, Rixxatrix being one of them. His first daughter, named Rixie, actually gave birth to a little child called Rixxora. That's what we're playing today. And how my world works is how it works is when if you have a king or queen, they get passed down onto the next person who could be a possible king or queen. Essentially being, for example, like Rix is a king. He became king because his dad died, so he became that kind of person to be. That's how we moved on to who we are. Rixxalight got exiled from the planet for harboring humans, because he's not human, is a Rixian like we've described, for harboring humans onto the planet, which the elders, because kings only get to control their own country and the policies, basically, and what other policies that may be entailed. I need something here. I don't know what we have. Poison mist might help. Nope, I don't have anything else here. Okay. I can't really do anything here. At least I've got a revive bite though, so that's nice. We take those. Can I swatch weapon? Okay, that's good for both of them. Because that stops her from being a powerhouse against me. Then I can fuck up Zhao Yu. Thank God I've got the benefit of the poison on my side to actually help this fight with these two. Pulled it back a little bit better, you know. Okay, Xiao Kuei, come here, please. And Rixie, one of the queens, or when she passed on the mantle, she's like a powerful character in my story. So there is this evil force who is very strong, very powerful, and can essentially blow up planets very, very easily. And they learned that that course was coming to Earth and Orixia. So to defend it, Rixie passed on the mantle of Queen to Rixxora, which is who we're playing today. Which is basically named after basically her grandfather at this point. Which is he healing himself? Oh, they have the healing turret somewhere, maybe? Is that what they have? I could do with the healing turret. Should probably got one of those up if I needed. Hey, well done, Rix there, nice. Oh, guys, calm the fuck down, dude. I need you to defend a place if you don't mind, because it's about to be undertaken. Just defend it for now. Thank you. Oh, Lu Meng. Oh, no, I'm fighting Lu Su. Lu Meng's here. Great. Oh, shit, they stopped the freaking... Oh, crap, they were going to flood? Alright, then if that's how you're going to fucking play things, I didn't want an Osmosis. I wanted Thunder. Whoops. I need to back out of this. Somehow I'm getting distracted by a lot of things at the moment. Trying to keep myself alive. So anyway, back to Rixxalight being a queen. In the current headcanon of mine about this little lady, she is well, fuck you then. This little lady can't really be killed in my head because her birthright is... They did set off flood. Her birthright, which is basically a power that they're born with if they are an Rixian. She was born with the power of duplication. She can duplicate herself while also having another special ability as well. Can't remember what the ability was. But essentially what she can do with her duplication was, say for example, if she wanted to use the power of fire, she can use all like special abilities thanks for her dad being a god and shit, or thanks to her mother, sorry, being a goddess and shit. That's another whole different storyline that we will most likely explain at some point in the future. Maybe, if you are interested in stuff. So, with her mother having power and all this stuff, because once you become into a godhood, which is a very rare thing to do, and Rixxalight being the first one to do it in a God knows how many years. Well, since the dawn of the planet, actually. Which is crazy. Direct attendance of the original creator of the world, because that's how that shit works. She also... so when she gave birth to this little lady here, she also inherited all the powers of everything, essentially. So say, for example, if... having the birthright of duplication, so she can control fire. But as a bonus, what she can do is duplicate herself, so she's got two, like, obviously, like, you know, duplicate, you know what that means, two of. But the one that she can duplicate of can have only one certain power. Say, for example, if she wants to fight 2-on-2, one of them would have all the powers, but then she can, like, duplicate herself into being pure fire only. So that would essentially give her the power of fire only for the duplicate. And only that case. And that's what she can do. She can do that to many different things. And in the current headcanon, while she's being the queen, that is only one of the projections that she puts down. Because say for example, she's got all the powers in the world, right? And one of the powers that she has is Midas's Touch. Or transmutation, if you will, turns anything to gold. So that would technically be the queen. And if that duplication dies, that power goes back to the original owner, or the original body, I guess, of the queen, which is what she has, which is good. Alright, what time are we on? 81, wait, hang on, does this stop? No. Locate enemy ambushes and base traps. Okay, instantly bring back all temporary retreat allied officers. Cool! That's pretty good if we can use it. No one's gone. Okay. Shit, I'm trying to pay attention to those things. So yeah. And that's how this duplication thing works for her. And she has several at the moment in time. The main one, I've not really thought about it too much where her main body would be. Just that the one that's on the current throne of her own kingdom is basically can turn things to gold. Like, that's what she would do. If she needs another body just to keep herself alive, or to keep herself protected, she would rather move people away. Or people that's like, oh, I don't really need this power so I can keep myself in contact over here. Because it's only got one memory. She doesn't get the memories until the thing passes on or returns to her. Which is a thing. You gotta make it all fair, you know? You gotta make it all fair. I thought about it long and hard to figure out how this would go down. So, like, say for example, oh, I've duplicated myself. Oh, look at that, I've got two different brains. Like, well, not really, because you've got memory and shit. But obviously, whatever happens with the duplication, there's no memories there until she returns back to the form. Either if she's standing next and she absorbs them again, which you can do, or they die, which she can do because only duplications are not the real one. She wouldn't feel the pain as such, but she'll remember what exactly happened and how she passed, which is, you know, basically the main issue about it all, you know? I'm getting a lot of regenerations back, which is great. In the current storyline, she is... Oryx is gone, so that gold touch is gone too. Obviously, it's back in the normal body, like I've just explained. They used Thunderstorm, didn't they? They did. Okay, do I have 4? You know what? Let's retaliate if we can. Hope for the best. Did they just instantly end my fucking thing? They did. They instantly ended it. Wow. Okay. I guess that failed then, huh? That fucking sucks. Well, everyone's there, so that's fine. Oh, did we? No, we're preparing the large scale. Anyone fucked off? Oh no, never mind. Okay, they're preparing to withdraw. Okay. Okay. Do not lose the base. Okay. Oh, they instantly defeated it as soon as I put it down? That fucking sucks, dude. Yep, that sucks. I've wasted that. So I think that's all the storyline of... This lady did give birth to twins. Both called Rixxalight, just spelt differently. I've not really explained in my head how this goes down, but her twins are basically born in 2 alternate timelines, I guess, like in 2 different multiverses. I don't like the premise of multiverse, because I think a lot of cop-outs are doing it now. But I also introduced it to the storyline, but I've not just like randomly, let's just randomly bring it into the storyline like a lot of things are. I've brought it in early on, and I've like, even to retcon the idea that it's there and how it formed, I've also explained how that has come to be. To the point of I know exactly when it went. Say for example, if I read the first book, it would be already derived of how this alternate timeline came to be. I would instantly bring it forth because I can, you know. Oh, they fucking took that base too. Fuck's sake. So I know exactly what I'm doing. Or I know ideas. I have ideas. All explained. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck off. I didn't mean to do that. So it all works. All works out in the end, but I don't really need to... So, anyway, when they got born into 2 different timelines, one of them... I don't think we'll see them. The male Rixxalight, he does end up dying. He gets... he has the power of the X. If you don't recall, if you've not heard from yesterday's storyline, it's basically a secondary power that my own Rixians have just for having relations with an X family, as an EX family, not like past. As in a dead family name, basically. They just carry over the gene pool, and with that being a thing. He managed to basically do what Rixxalight did, if you listened to it yesterday, and basically gain the same power boost with this mist, but he forced himself, instead of training up for it and getting himself ready for it, he kind of forced his body to go into this second form, and it made him really fucking like a giant shadow. Say for example, Devil May Cry 4, when Nero uses his like devil power in number 4, he has like that weird astral projection above him. That's kind of like the same thing that works with us, or with him, and he managed to tame that. He managed to control it, so he managed to get that. But when he did it again, forced himself to become stronger to beat someone, it kind of overtook his body to the point that it was driven. And he ended up killing himself in game to the point of the power being far too strong for him to withhold. The other one, her female, Rixxalight, basically her twin, a daughter that was the twin, the female twin. I think I mentioned this yesterday, that she has like tendrils, kind of like how Kurumi Tokusaki does, or Elfen Lied. That's the best way I can describe what she has. And yeah, we all know about that story. So that's the two twins that she has. She's not very strong as a fighter, but if she's there in person, like say for example, if she goes into a fight, she would give a duplication away, and make sure that there's something, a form to go back to. Hence why I say she's unkillable, because if you kill the main, there is still a duplication around that can still be warped back. Say for example, if right now I'm playing as the this is the best way to describe it, right? Let's say when I die, or if I get beaten and I've got like a little revive left, I get teleported back to the main camp, right? The best way I could describe it is, say this is the main one here, because she's the one that's doing the full out attacks, and then I randomly teleport back to the main camp as this character. That's basically how it would work, is that all the memories of the real one would go back into the duplicate being the real one at that point in time. That's how I can describe it. The reason why she's little as a character in this one, because she's actually only really young. She's small, so how... I need to explain this. How Eryxians are born in my little headcanon, they're basically born as a baby, like humans, but within like a few hours, not within a few hours, like when a day goes by, it's like a month, essentially, for our human babies. So when 12 months have passed out, when 12 days have passed up, that's basically a 1-year-old within 12 days. And that's how it would constantly work. So within 12 days, it turns into a year, or like basically the mentality of a 1-year-old. And once it goes on again, like it goes, then breaks down slowly into every month is classified as a year. So essentially 1-year-olds in human form. So basically, if I translated it into human form, essentially 12 days is they're 1 year old, which is celebratory because obviously there's all that shit, because they can talk fast, they're very highly developed and shit. Oh, is this the main dude? Cool. So there's all that stuff, and when... fuck's sake, I lost my train of thought. So anyway, yes, 12 days is 1 year old. So then a month from there, when she's like, say for example, 32, 34 days old, she's basically essentially 2. So it goes like that. So a year and 12 days, they would then essentially be 12 months old, and that's only 2 years old. So once they've hit 12 in their teenage years, it slows down dramatically. Where they obviously they get to learn after that 1 year to develop and stuff like that. They learn how to use their birthrights. They learn birthrights basically come after that 1 year's up, and then they give them every year passes like normal. So until about 18. So essentially when they're like, so 12 is 2 years old, essentially. A 12-year-old to us is a 2-year-old to an Eryxian, right? That's how it would be. Oh, look at one. Nice. And then it's every year on until they're basically human 10. So basically 8 years until they're 10 years old, and that's like 18, essentially. Or, well, they're 10. Once they hit that 10 stage, they slow down. Every 6 months is a year. It still works the same way, like, oh, they're only 10 years old, but technically they're not. They're of coming of age at quote-unquote 10, because they're fully developed. They're pretty much like, they're 18 years old in their form. They're only 10, but obviously, if you think about it, they're 12 at that point, because 8 years have passed before they hit 10. 12 days have passed, a year has passed, so they're like 10 anyway for that point. After them years have gone, they can develop more, and every 6 months it's an extra year. So by the time they hit 18 in their form, they're fully developed, they're fully ready, they can take control. She became control of the kingdom when she was like 16, 15. She was the youngest queen. When she hit 22, she had her first child. Well, she had the twins at that point. So it may sound a bit creepy, but in the headcanon it makes sense. Like Gura, she looks like a freaking 12-year-old, but she's like 8,000 years old. You know? Illegal because she's a... You know, because she's depicted as a minor, but she's not. But you know what I mean. Anyway, another rambling video, but thank God it's not as long as last time. I try and explain as much as I can, and it's hard to explain, but it works out in paper. I've got all the plans written out. It's all good. The next goddamn ordeal of talking is next Thursday, which will be the Iron Fan thing. So as for now, enjoy the victory screen as we fade.